Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching.
Huh? It's a house!
Did you hear what I said?
5 brain cells, 4 aren't working.
Huh?
What's going on, freaks? How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Alright. Another crazy day. I don't think I could be more embarrassed and ashamed of the Portland leadership. They're just so embarrassing. When you listen to them, they were at this press conference and it was just so... You know what they started off saying? We don't know any of the facts of the case. But we just can't have these guys... Well, what the hell are you talking about? Don't have a press conference until you know what the hell you're talking about. You know? You guys are... I mean, it's so disturbing, these people. Embarrassing is about the only word I can come up with. I don't know what to... I have no support for anything that they say, or any nothing. Right? Yeah, I mean, apparently here in Portland, I guess we could read what Homeland Security put out, but it sounds like it was a Trende Aragua individual who they confronted in, looks like maybe at this medical center here, and then instead of stopping, he tried to run him over, and then they shot at him. You know, that's the new liberal sort of how to attack somebody is with a car. You know, they're just crazy. Lunatics. You know, who would want to live in a city where the mayors and everybody call Trende Aragua and gang members neighbors? Oh, they're just neighbors, you know. We got ice in there, and I think it was Border Patrol. Are you guys even here yet, or I just keep saying hello, 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 hello. Pretty good, huh? I just said hello to every single person that was here. Yeah, it really is embarrassing. Yeah, I just watched it. I was just sitting there going, is there anybody in here with common sense? A soul? Just one person? Just one? I think this is just a huge sort of... I mean, what are the odds that in 2 days in a row you have two different people try to run over federal agents? I mean, man, that seems planned. I don't know. I mean, I wonder, do most people out there see it the way I'm seeing it? Or do they not see it that way? I don't understand seeing this differently. It's just crazy. Even... Like the mayor and governor of Minnesota are absolute embarrassments. I mean, the stuff that they say, I mean, really, literally encouraging people. And now you got Walls talking about bringing in the National Guard to battle it out with our federal agents. I mean, what a ridiculous person. Hey, you guys, any chance, though? We're just starting to show off. We're at 0, all the way across the board. And as you guys know, on my channel, we try to raise super chats, etc. every single night because you guys are the sole source of the income that comes in. And it seems like every single night I have to remind people and say, hey, guys, here we go. We're trying to... And then maybe some people support. I'm just trying to figure out a way that, you know, people feel like doing it. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, obviously they feel like doing it after I remind them of it, but it's like, why do I have to do that every single show over and over again? The trolls love it. Oh, look at Gray again. He's having to ask. Well, that's it. That's all I got. All right. So if you have the ability to, that would be fantastic. Yeah, maybe it's like right here on, right here. It says at 2:19 Pacific Standard Time, U.S. Border Patrol agents were conducting a targeted vehicle stop in Portland, Oregon. The passengers of the vehicle and the target is a Venezuelan illegal alien affiliated with the transnational Tren de Aragua prostitution ring and involved, I mean, like... and involved in a recent shooting. And that's who Portland's defending. The vehicle driver is believed to be a member of the vicious Venezuelan gang. I guess when they say believed, I mean, maybe it'll turn out to be somebody else. We don't know. Venezuelan gang, Tren de Aragua. When agents identified themselves to the vehicle's occupants, the driver weaponized his vehicle and attempted to run over the law enforcement agents. Fearing for his life and safety, an agent fired defensive shots. The driver drove off with the passenger fleeing the scene. The situation is evolving and more information is forthcoming. I wonder why they didn't, like, follow him. Hey, thanks, Molly. The passenger of the vehicle and target is a Venezuelan illegal alien affiliated with transnational Tren de Aragua prostitution ring. I guess Portland's okay with that. He suffered severe injuries and required 33... Okay, that was that other thing. The same... That was regarding the incident in Minnesota, right there. Now this is just old stuff now. And this is, I don't know. ABC reported the same damn thing. Let's see. ABC Border Patrol shooting Portland. ABC News. A minute ago it had the whole... I just read it. Is that it? Right there it is right there. Okay, forget Al Jazeera. I'd rather read something else. 2 people were injured in a shooting involving a federal agent in Portland, Oregon on Thursday, according to authorities. Now, this is the city I live in, by the way. According to authorities, with the mayor calling for immigration enforcement operations to halt while the investigation is ongoing. The Department of Homeland Security said the shooting occurred while Border Patrol agents were conducting a targeted stop on a vehicle carrying 2 people allegedly affiliated with the Tren de Aragua gang. The passenger was the target, DHS said. When agents identified themselves to the vehicle's occupants, the driver weaponized his vehicle and attempted to run over the law enforcement agents, DHS said in a statement. An agent fired a defensive shot, and the driver drove off with the passenger, according to DHS, which called the situation involving DHS evolving. They said, which called the situation evolving. DHS also said the passenger was involved in a recent shooting in Portland. So not only that, this person apparently was involved in a recent shooting in Portland. But they don't care about that. It was just so mean. And somebody typed in somewhere, I just read, that Portland officers do not combat violence with violence. It's more of a community approach. Hey, would you mind just holding out your hand? Let's sing Kumbaya together. God, what a joke. Jesus. During the press conference, Portland Police Chief Bob Day said local officials do not know the facts of the case. Yeah, right. That's a funny thing about it. They literally said, we don't know the facts of the case, but let's go ahead and bash the Border Patrol agents and everybody else over and over and over again, even though we don't know the facts of the case. Isn't that crazy? That's exactly the opposite of what we do here. And we had Molly up there help support the channel, but if we could get some other people to do so, that would be fantastic, you guys. We're just trying to keep moving forward through the month. Let's see. Asked whether the passenger is linked to a previous shooting, the police chief said, I can't comment on whether or not that's the case. We don't know who these individuals even are. It's like they don't even know who the people are that were shot, but they're going to go out there and just criticize the hell. Well, the shooting wouldn't have happened if ICE was. You know why? Because you wouldn't have done a damn thing for 4 years since COVID started in 2020, 2019, 2020, all the way through. They didn't do a damn thing. In fact, they let the city of Portland turn into zombie land. You couldn't even go down there. It was ridiculous. Every street had people sleeping on it. Drugs everywhere. They didn't do a damn thing down there. It's absolutely insane. Law enforcement is often, I don't know, because of the mayor. I think law enforcement officers wish they could do more, but they're not doing anything, you know? It's crazy. It's absolutely absurd. The shooting incident occurred around 2:18 p.m. local time Thursday, officials said. Portland police officers responded to a call for help, found a man and a woman with apparent gunshot wounds, according to the police department. Officers confirmed that federal agents had been involved in a shooting, the Portland Police Department said in an earlier statement, adding, Portland police were not involved in the incident. Oh, well, wow, you wouldn't want to be involved in actually trying to catch a killer, you know. Just let him be part of the community as long as, you know, he's not hurting you. The shooting occurred some 3 miles away from where the victims were found. So they actually got shot and then drove to this apartment complex that you're looking at. I know where both of those are. A medical office, according to Portland police. The victims then drove themselves to an apartment complex in the area of Northeast 146th Avenue, East Burnside Street, where the man who had been shot called for help, according to police. Hey, thanks, Michelle H. Apparently other people just aren't hearing. The FBI was seen in video responding to the scene of the shooting. Portland police are assisting, the department spokesman person said. Police Chief Day urged calm amid heightened emotion. We are still in the early stages of this incident, Day said in a statement. We understand the heightened emotion and tension many are feeling in the wake of a shooting in Minneapolis, but I'm asking the community to remain calm as we work to learn more. During the press conference, Oregon Governor Tina Kotek, another absolute embarrassment, called for transparency from the federal government in the investigation. The priority right now is a full, completed investigation, not more detentions. My message to the federal government is this. We demand transparency. We demand your cooperation with Portland Police and the Multnomah County DA because we need to investigate this incident efficiently and effectively so we can rebuild trust with our nation's government. Jeez. Yeah, and then she goes on to just trash the federal government over and over and over again. Earlier, Mayor Wilson called the incident deeply troubling, while also calling on residents to show up with calm purpose during this difficult time. Portland does not respond to... Oh, listen to this. Portland does not respond to violence with violence, he said in a statement. We respond with clarity, unity, and a commitment to justice. We must stand together to protect Portland. Right, so you got a terrorist group coming in here, and they're armed, and they're shooting people. You aren't going to respond with violence. You're going to respond with kumbaya, microphone, megaphone sounds. This is what I've been telling you guys. That's why I hate Portland. I cannot stand it. It is a joke. I just happen to live here, God, it's just... I don't think they realize how stupid they appear, Or maybe they do, they just don't care. Anyways, I guess the shooting took place in this medical center here. It was like right inside here, I think. Although maybe they have the tape here because I don't know if they were taken to a manual hospital. So that's where the shooting took place. Then they drove over here to this area. In fact, I think that shot that you're looking at, I haven't tried it yet, but pretty sure it is right here. Yep, it's that right there. See that? Exact same shot and everything. Hey, thank you, Matthew Dooley, the legend from last night, whose brother told him. No, I'm just kidding. That's right, you guys. Let's see if we can get some more people to support the channel tonight. No, I don't. I live here, so I know. When I was younger, we had Republican senators and Hatfield and Packwood, and I don't remember the last Republican governor we had, but it's just totally changed. It's turned into just a weak, just embarrassing, just ludicrous environment. Oh man, Gavin Newsom sucks. Lanky Tor, jeez. Man. Now, we've already talked about that. You shouldn't bring that up, Lanky Tor. It's just... most sane people don't like Gavin Newsom. Even most... I would bet you most Californians don't like him. Because he sucks. Now, I know he's hot, Wow, he probably looked great in one of those bunny outfits, Put him up there. Got that slick back hair look you probably like. Hey, thanks, Joel Burnt. And Saturn dreaming of Mercury. Well, here's what we could do. Why don't we... Let's switch back over to the other, the Tepe updated stuff. And then maybe we'll get back to this because I did download the archive 911 calls in this, and then we can try to, and then see what's going on live out there. Okay? I'd be a hell of a lot better than the governor that's here now, I can tell you that. Or mayor. I mean, it would just... Right, well, don't bring up politics, Lanky Tor. You're the one that did it this time. I mean, who the hell else would be talking about Gavin Newsom? Let's see. Oh yeah, and I did get the footage from the Floyd's Cannabis Shop today, and I got the final I got the order from DoorDash, and it's just a few lines, but man, it had information in there that I was pretty... I'll have to put out a video for that tomorrow. It was pretty amazing. Couldn't believe it. Oh, okay. Well, you don't need to... Just try not to ever compliment Gavin Newsom, because he's a pile of shit, all right? So let's just not do that in here. You know, we can talk about other things, though. That'd be great. Yeah, only 10 houses have been replaced after all that fire. Good work. Good work. Let's see. Yeah, but let's just forget about talking about California or Gavin Newsom and any of that stuff. All right. All right. Cool. All right. So the news from today, people are talking about, is that right down the street there was an incident in the. We'll go to that area. Hold on. Yeah, like somewhere right on this block here, there was somebody tried to break in to somebody else's house. So let's take a look at this. It says, woman near the home of Ohio dentist and wife called 911 after hearing banging on her door in the middle of the night, days before the killings. I mean, that would make it, I mean, if that's related, it'd be sort of random at that point then. A woman told authorities that someone was banging and smashing on her door in the early hours of the morning just days before Spencer and Monique Tepe were found dead. On December 30th, Dennis Spencer and his wife Monique found fatally shot. They're both upstairs. After the Columbus Division of Police responded to calls for a welfare check. And we have no gifted memberships here tonight, you guys, so let's see if we can get some of those. Police later shared in an incident report that they were investigating the couple's death as a double homicide and not a murder-suicide. It's now been revealed that a woman living on the same street as the Tepe family called 911 on December 19th, 11 days before the killing. The female in question claimed that somebody, and by the way, the 911 operators in Columbus need to start over. I don't know what they're doing. They're just even the ones on that call the other day were just stupid. You know, the original call, you know. Hey, you know, you guys keep calling, you know, and the female in question claimed that somebody was banging on her door at 2:31 a.m. local time, according to audio footage. The woman said in the audio, well, here, I got the audio, so we can just listen to it.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
And that's it. I'm just
okay.
kidding.
Is there an apartment letter number?
No.
What's the emergency?
Somebody's knocking on my door. I think they're trying to get in. They're banging on my door.
Okay, someone's banging and knocking. Do you know who this is?
No.
Do you have a description of them?
No, I can't see any face there.
Have you asked them what they want or if they need something?
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what we always do, you know. When somebody's banging in the middle of the night on your front door, we all get up and go, hey! You know, hell no, man.
No.
Okay, what's your name? I'm sorry, say it again. Does your phone number end in...
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I've got it set up for someone banging and knocking on the door. If anything escalates or changes, give us a call back and let us know. We'll get officers there as soon as we can.
Okay.
Didn't sound like she was much of a hurry. Yeah, we'll get people out there, but, you know, if anything escalates, give us a call back, and then we'll try to speed things up, is really what she was saying. Well, how about you send somebody over right the F now when somebody's pound? That just shows you the state of our, just everything. Law enforcement, just sort of, yeah, you know, just... Yeah, it's crazy. And this was at 2:44 a.m., right? So it's in that same time frame. Right there. Yeah, we need to get some gifted channel memberships, you guys. We have 0, and we're struggling yet again tonight. Records obtained by people stated the problem left at 2:44 a.m. The incident occurred a 3-minute walk up the street from the Tepe home. Guess we don't know what. The call details came after police said earlier this week that detectives believe the killing of Mr. and Mrs. Tepe occurred sometime between 2 and 5 a.m. I wonder how somebody found out about that. They just did a request on every address that's on the street. Police also shared video footage of a person of interest walking in the alley near the Tepe home during the time frame. It was previously reported that a domestic dispute 911 call had been traced to Spencer and Monique Tepe's home months before. However, Rob Misla, Monique's brother-in-law, has since told People magazine, "I 100% know that is not Monique's voice," adding that the voice did not sound like anyone else he knew either. Whatever Fox News showed, I think it just maybe pinged at their address. Pinged? That's probably a neighbor, he said. There's no, it's not a ping. It's so obvious, or maybe, I guess it could be that, right? You know, if the caller didn't say, "Hey, I live at this address," they have that thing that shows where the call comes from on GPS, so maybe it was the next door neighbor. But you guys, how do I get the ball rolling tonight? We got to get the support for the channel up in here. We are just, you guys see it, right? We're just totally struggling along. Anybody have any answers? Whatever Fox News showed, I think it just maybe pinged at their address. In the call made in the middle of the night on April 15th, a woman was heard weeping and telling, yeah, we've heard that one, the dispatcher that she no longer needed help and was just being emotional. When asked why she had called in the first place, she responded, "Because me and my man got into it. But I'm okay, I promise." Yeah. So we got this stuff. Hey, thanks, Bruce Holdaway. Monique Tepe did not make tearful 911 call. Now let's see what this
We're very concerned as well. We want to make sure that we bring justice to this family, justice to the victim.
Okay.
That's why it's important when we talk about our closure rate. Closing 100 cases last year, you can see the detectives are dedicated and committed to making sure that they address every single homicide as if it were their own family, as if it was their own loved one. That's important that we pour into making sure our resources.
Good. Then, Sherry, that's how they should do it.
Are there, making sure we follow every lead.
Here, there's this interview on ABC 6 that we could listen to.
It puts a lot of, unfortunately,
Assistant Chief Greg Bodker.
Know that there are a lot of concerns and a lot of questions surrounding this case, and we want to be able to be as transparent and answer as many of them as we can. Unfortunately, there are some things that we can't talk about for the integrity of the investigation.
Chief Bryant says the complexity comes from both the evidence gathering process and the need to verify it before drawing conclusions, especially under intense public scrutiny.
It puts a lot of stress on us, but I just want to reiterate, while this case is getting a lot of national attention, we look at all of our homicides in that manner. They all bring us stress because someone lost their lives.
Police have narrowed the likely time frame of the murders to early Tuesday morning, December 30th. That clarity led investigators to release surveillance video showing a person of interest walking through an alley near the Tepe home during those hours.
A homicide investigation, whether it's this one or another one, it's a really delicate balancing act between community safety and investigative integrity.
Assistant Chief Bodker says the decision to release the video came after detectives ensured it would not compromise the investigation. This case has garnered plenty of talk online. Bodker says they're tracking the chatter, but social media talk does not equal facts.
There are a lot of...
Yeah, see, that's why we do what we do. Okay? I do have... what I'm put out here... You know, some of the stuff we speculate on, like, oh, he went through the back. It looks like that's what he did. But, you know, finding where this camera was, that's exactly a true thing. It's not made up or anything like that. And, you know, but you got all these YouTube channels that try to go out and do this little, you know, sleuthing shit where they come up with all these different names and then start accusing every Tom, Dick, and Harry of committing the crime. Everybody's going after the step brother or whatever the hell. It's ridiculous, you know.
Internet investigators. Much of what you see on the internet, first of all, yes, we are monitoring that, and much of what you read is just not factual.
See that? Yeah, so that's why we just kind of stay in a little narrow lane, and it always works out better. It's not edgy to be a YouTuber pretending that you're onto something, like, you know, Candace Owens, for example.
We are not, we're not going to jump in on those chats and add our comments to those.
As time passes, investigators are racing to collect more surveillance footage, something police say could be critical to solving this case.
I know it's frustrating for people. I know they want answers. As soon as we're able to provide more information, we will absolutely be coming back to talk about that, to give updates, and to be able to give more information. But right now, it's premature for us to be able to say what the motive is, or we don't have a suspect identified at this point.
Police have not said why the Tepes may have been targeted. Bryant says that question remains open as investigators continue reviewing evidence.
This case is definitely disturbing. It's definitely something that we want to make sure that we pour a lot of energy into to try to address and solve. We want to bring some justice to the family.
Chief Bryant says much of this case could hinge on one detail, something a neighbor or possibly a witness may not even realize is important.
As we dig deeper
in connection with this double
focusing on now.
While Columbus police are giving few details in connection with this double homicide near Wyland Park, we are speaking with a retired Columbus police homicide detective, giving us insight as to what he believes is being done in this investigation to catch this killer.
It's horrible that happened, but it may take time to solve.
Retired Columbus Police Homicide Detective Dana Farbacher talking with ABC6 outside the home of dentist Spencer Tepe and his wife Monique, just 10 days after the couple was found shot to death in their home while their 2 young children slept feet away. With a case with so many eyes on it, what's that pressure like?
It can be really hard. You know, you still have people that want to try and run the investigation for you who maybe never did the job.
Farbacher served with Columbus Police as an officer and more than 20 years as a homicide detective. He retired in 2014 and tells us detectives now working hard.
You'll just have to go back to the beginning, my own Snow Queen. If you went back to the beginning, you wouldn't have to ask what you just asked. You could just watch it.
To solve these murders.
When they get information, if they feel it's pertinent, that they'll put it out.
Columbus police telling us right now they are combing through numerous tips they've received about this person of interest, caught on camera and seen walking by the Tepe's home around the time of the homicides.
They have to filter through all these things. If they get 50 tips, you've got to do follow-up on all 50 of those. Talk to people, figure out what is the information accurate they're trying to give you.
Farbacher not sharing his opinions on the shooting deaths, but tells us with time he believes the culprit will be caught.
Saying was always shake the tree enough and a piece of fruit will come out.
On your side, Steve.
Yeah, so I don't know what the deal. It doesn't seem like they're. It's kind of a little bit surprising that they don't really seem to have. Well, they did talk about that they might have, you know, people that they're looking at with multiple tips. They just haven't been able to find anything on that. Hey, thank you very much, Monica Reeves. Let's see, it says, police face pressure in double murder case as tips flood in, says ex-homicide detective. I think that's the same one. I think that's what we just looked at. That's that one. Let's see. Spencer Tepe. Yeah, so there. I mean, that was already debunked a long time ago. Well, somebody said that wasn't Monique on the call, a family member. Police release person of interest. Yeah, we've seen all that. Yeah, so there really isn't a ton of new information. It's just really, you know, the family member clarified that, and then just we're now hearing from at least some officials, which was something new. We hadn't heard from them. I mean, that's pretty crazy that we haven't heard one time from law enforcement until just recently. Thank you, Jamie Harold. I mean, people did say that there's a bar right there. A 3-minute walk, so that means that other house is probably within this little range where the 911 call was made by that other lady, the lady that said there was pounding on the door. All right. Wow. How would they do that? I mean, it wouldn't have saved anybody's life, but maybe it would have kept, you know, a lot of people from having to go there and stumble upon. I mean, the friends must have went into the house. Hey, thanks, Missy 6. Now, which 911 call? About a bunch of them. No, hey, thanks, Carol Hart, for the PayPal. Oh, yeah, let's see. Lynn sent me.
Hello, everyone. Chef Grady
Judd.
Judd here.
Let's see.
I've been asked by media outlets and several people to comment on the event that occurred in Minneapolis yesterday. Let me make one thing abundantly clear.
Let me ask you guys something. Is there anybody out there that wouldn't rather have Grady Judd be the person explaining things to people other than, than even, I forgot her name. Who's the lady that's in charge of the Department of Justice? Bondi. I'd rather have Grady Judd do it. He's the best I've ever seen. We've been watching him for years. And when he explains a case, when it's all said and done, you're left with unmistakable knowledge, and it all makes sense.
You have to be accountable for your conduct. And that starts with the mayor. Did you hear his filthy talk?
Wow, I said the same thing.
Did you hear his filthy, uninformed talk yesterday to the people not only of the city and the state, but across the nation? Shame on you. That's lack of professionalism. Now let's look at the event. The investigation's not complete. I am giving you context on the video clip that I saw. Law enforcement officers, federal law enforcement officers, ICE agents, were trying to take the occupant of the car out of the vehicle. During this encounter, the vehicle backed up and then drove directly at the ICE agent. That is a deadly weapon, a 2-ton deadly weapon. So what did the occupant expect? They should have expected to be shot when you commit a deadly assault on a law enforcement officer. So let's do this. Let's send out the message loud and clear. And it should start with the mayor, the police chief,
do what the police tell you
the
to do.
local sheriff,
Watch this.
and the governor
That's what
of
I've always
Minnesota. Cooperate with the law
There you
enforcement
go.
officers.
Boom.
Don't resist them.
See? That's
Don't
exactly,
violently resist
I
them.
said every time.
If you do violently
That's why I like
resist
Lady
them, if you do felonious assaults with 2-ton weapons, expect to be shot.
So it's perfect. And look at, there's truth sleuth right there. I said the same. I mean, I've said the same thing for a long time, but I even typed it in the chat that we have on Facebook, the exact same thing. I say, when law enforcement asks you to do something, you just do it. And the odds of you being fatally killed are almost zero. Okay? I mean, like 1 in a billion at that point. If you try to resist the police and try to escape, and there's physicalness to it, your chances of being killed go up 1,000%. I mean, like 20,000%. I mean, it's just way higher at that point. And all these people, for some reason, have this weird mentality that you're supposed to resist what police are saying. It's crazy. Now, hey, they tell you, hey, I get it if you're pulled over, you know, there's certain route laws and things like they can't really get you to do something, but you know what? I just in general, you know, I mean, that's different than trying to escape. You know, you're just sitting there. You can say, I'm not getting out of my car. What's the reason? Why do you need to search my car? You can ask these questions, and you don't have to always comply with every single thing that they're saying if you know the laws. But it's when you try to resist physically and you start using your car to escape. Like I said yesterday, that case where the guy, he was pulled out of his car, the black guy. Remember the case where the black guy, that's why I'm saying that, because it turned into a really big case because of that. You know, is when the officer, you know, thought she was grabbing her taser but grabbed her gun. And that all happened because they had pulled him out of the, you know, he came out of the car, they were putting cuffs on him, and then he wiggled out and jumped in the car and tried to speed away, and then she grabbed really quick and fired, but it was her gun, not the taser. You know, but it's like, who cares if it was the gun? I mean, what is this guy doing? He's getting in his car. He's trying to... it's crazy to me. But hey, guys, as I've said a million times on my show, you guys are the support for the channel. There is no other source of income that comes in. We try to reach different goals every single night. We're not even close tonight. So if you have the ability to help support the channel, I would appreciate it. Maybe... so the rest of you guys can make it a good night without having the same 3 or 4 people every single night always getting us there. All right, it'd be great to see some other people supporting the channel. All right? So let's see if we can do that.
I'm going to...
Hello, everyone. Chef Grady.
Yeah. Well, good for Grady Judd. Yeah, thanks. That's a... you know, the funny thing is Grady Judd, I feel like I'm a kindred spirit or something. Like, I just feel like every time... so many thoughts that you have are exactly how I think. And I talk the same way. I just say what I think. You know, I don't sit there and pretend something's better than it is, or etc. Any chance, you guys? Just already dead as a doornail. Nobody's chatting, typing. It's just... Yeah, boy. Well, I guess we can go back to the... I don't have any other thoughts on this. I just wanted you guys to hear the law enforcement on it. All right, guys. Well, thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate it. I'm going to get going. I'm going to go work on a video. Whenever the chat gets that slow, that means the show's over. Okay? So, thank you to Molly, Michelle H., Matthew. We got Joel Burnt. We got Sport with Steffa there at the end there. Saturn Dreaming, Mercury, Bruce Holdaway. Sandy Shirley, Monica Reeves,
Sent you email
Jamie.
about the written addresses in Tepe case.
About what? I guess I'll go look. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing, man. It's just so disheartening. What is it? A YouTube? I'm not playing a YouTube video. So, when you're saying address, what are you talking about?
Columbus Police Chief Elaine Bryant said the first officer who responded to the welfare check at the Tepe's address showed up to the wrong address. The Dr. Spencer Tepe's boss at the dental office called 911 around 9 a.m. on Tuesday, December 30th because...
Yeah, but how would even if the other officer had gone there, I guess he would have heard the kids yelling. That kind of explains that, but he wouldn't have seen any bodies because they were upstairs.
Spencer hadn't shown up for work. Well, his boss was in Florida on vacation, couldn't physically get to the Tepe's home himself, but coworkers were concerned because it was unlike Dr. Tepe not to show up on time. And what his boss said was even more concerning was that Monique wasn't answering her phone either. Well, we now know the officer who was sent to do a welfare check here in the 1400 block of North
Sandy.
4th in Columbus went to the wrong house. That officer, according to Columbus Police Chief Elaine Bryant, checked the front door and the back door of another residence and gave the all clear. Well, within the next 40 minutes, several other concerned coworkers and friends called 911 out of concern for the Tepes. Even a neighbor called and said he could hear the kids until we know a friend got into the house and was able to see Spencer's body in the second floor.
Right, so they got into the
And that's
house.
when Columbus police showed up to the right address here at the Tepe's home and found the bodies.
Oh, so there you go. You got the original person on the officer sent out there went to the wrong home. That's why I didn't hear kids crying or anything like that. He went to the wrong house. And then later on, one of the friends was able to get into the house, as we suspected, and went upstairs and saw the bodies. That's it. Oh, and also thank you to Heather and Carol on PayPal from earlier. I don't know, you guys. It just gets... If you guys aren't communicating and talking, I don't want to do the shows. All right? When I sit there and I stare at the screen, You go over and watch a conspiracy show or some, hyper sensationalistic show, and the chat is flying by. Everybody's got so much to say, and I'm doing a show, and the chat doesn't even move for like 5 minutes. It just sits there, and I don't want to do that. It's not fun. There's nothing fun about it. It's crazy. I mean, it's like, man, well, what is it? Like, there's nothing to talk about, or? Yeah, it's crazy they went to the wrong house. Maybe you got the keypad number from somebody. Something like that. Don't know. Hello? It's already frozen again. Yeah. I already talked about the incident in Minneapolis yesterday. There's one in Portland now. I mean, I did have I downloaded all the scanner audio files. I thought maybe we could listen to that. Yeah, see, I'm missing one particular... Here, hold on a second. I gotta get that. I don't want to talk about Reiner's lawyer. It's just boring. It's just such a ridiculous conversation. Who cares? Like that case is an obvious, there's nothing intriguing about it. There's no mystery. There's nothing. The Reiner case. I'm not sure why people are even focused in on that one. Who cares? I care that he was killed, but the case itself is just literally zero interest in that one. Now we had two Border Patrol agents shoot a Trende Aragua gang member, apparently, who was heading up a, sex trade operation, and Portland law enforcement and officials are upset about it. No, I'm not frozen. You guys are. I can see the comments in here. There'll be there isn't one. Sometimes there's no new comment for about 2 minutes. Now, oh my what, streams galore. Oh my what, the Portland cops situation, or oh yeah. Yeah, there's no lag. People are just making up stories to explain. It's crazy. I mean, there's a lag, the normal 10-second lag on the show, but there's no... Alright, so this was probably, let's see, 11 maybe? Okay, 13, 30, yes, 13, I need the one that's 1400. That's what I'm missing. So that would be probably noon, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think I have most of them now. What the heck? Oh man, I was about ready to get the hell out of here in a couple of minutes. Thanks, Lisa Belson. Hey, we got to 40%, just like that. How's it going? And if you're wondering, see, here's the thing, everybody. If you're watching the channel here, my channel, I try to raise funds every single night with super chats, ad revenue, whatever form I can bring it in here. And that allows my channel to survive. But we also donate thousands of dollars every single month to true crime related charities, etc., which culminated into $46,000 last year that we gave away. And we've given $275,000 out since January of 2020. Now, people out there go, oh, that gray guy, he's always asking people for sending money. He's always trying. That's exactly right. And that's why we're able to do that, okay? That is why we have been able to give $275,000 away in a 5.5-year period. All right? Now, if you don't like that, then you don't like it. Go do something else. You know? But on my channel, when I do my shows, I'm hoping that people watching are wanting to support a channel that puts out factual information in the right way and speculate reasonably based on the facts of the case, and we come up with very accurate scenarios in every single case that we cover. All right? And if you like to go out and support the sensationalistic jackasses pretending that they're on to something and they never are, you go right ahead and do that too. All right. See, Gray, why do you have to cut down those other ones? Because they are full of shit, and they do it intentionally. You know that, right? Just like Candace Owens, they're the same people. All right. Yeah, I think it should be on this one then. If that's really 2 o'clock, I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, company's on scene. C3 is clear, and Ops 3 is cleared as well. You guys can go back to Ops 1. Good work.
What's this one right here?
Dispatch Engine 29.
Engine 29, good.
Yeah, can we have animal control dispatch to this location? We got a patient that has a dog. Patient needs to be transported. And we
yeah, that's right at the time.
Of this dog.
Might be right
patient
here,
is
though.
transported. Yeah, company's on scene. C3 is clear, and Ops 3 is
I'll see you later.
cleared as well. You guys can go back to Ops 1. Good work. Dispatch from C3, Ops 3 is cleared. Thank you.
Copy, Ops 3 is clear. It's 12-1.
Engine 4, commercial fire alarm, Terwilliger Plaza, 2545 Southwest Terwilliger Boulevard. Coming as a smoke on the second floor restroom. Talk to Ops 1. Engine 4, commercial fire alarm, Terwilliger Plaza, 2545 Southwest Terwilliger Boulevard.
Terwilliger.
Coming from the second floor restroom.
It is kind of weird listening.
A smoke detector. Talk to Ops 1, 1221.
Yeah, because I know all these places. Oh, what is it? Bruce Holdaway said, I'll donate 5 memberships if 5 people donate a total of 5. Well, there you go, you guys. If 5 of you give 1 channel membership, then Bruce Holdaway will give 5. Thanks, Bruce.
Engine 74, Medic 314, Party 2, Delta, unconscious person, 16336, Northeast Multnomah Street. Talk to Ops 1, stand by for tap out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't hear it on this thing for some reason.
Engine 71, Party 5 Alpha, service called Solipsis at Solista Gresham Retirement Community, 2895 Southeast Powell Valley Road, number 105. Talk to Ops 1. Truck 7, Medic 319, Party 2, Charlie Stroke, Blackburn Center, 12121 East Burnside Street in the walk-in clinic.
Wait, what was that?
Truck 7, Medic 319, Party 2, Charlie Stroke, Blackburn Center, 12121 East Burnside Street in the walk-in clinic. Talk to the Office 1. Truck 7, Medic 319, Party 2, Charlie Stroke, Blackburn Center. 12121 East Burnside Street at the walk-in clinic. Talk to the Office 1 at 1248.
Wait, hold on a second. 1212 East Burnside. I think that's right there, isn't it? Yeah, it's right there. Huh. It's funny because the other one, Burnside, is over here. It's also at another medical center here. All right. So that one isn't right. Let's see. Maybe the next one. 1400. Then 1430, maybe. Did we get it? We only got 3. Oh, we got, wow, Julie did 5. Wow, you guys are crazy. Thank you. We got Dreaming Blue Skies, Sandy Beaches, Julie Cole, Michelle H. Julie Cole did 5, so then Bruce Holdaway did his 5. Well, thanks. Bruce Holdaway. Let's see, maybe in here.
Chat 1, Medic 301, Party 4, Alpha Sick Person, PSU.
Here, let me get rid of the... let's put them all in here and see what we can find. Got that one, so that was 1430, 1500. And then we can just listen to it all really quick. Come on, what's going on? Is it playing or... Why can't I move that? Oh, there it is. There. And that was... Okay, so these are, let's see. 1500, 1430, 1500, 1530. Okay. So it looks busy right in there. You see how dense that is right there? Thank you, Caddy Corner. Anyways, it's weird. Alright. See, look how busy it got in that area. You see that? Like, it's way different. So I'm pretty sure that that's probably going to be it. And then it sort of winds down. See that little, how intense it is in that area? Can you guys see that? Yeah, and then it died down. But you can see right in there, it's really busy. Oh, wait, you can't see what I'm doing. I had it on a different screen. See that right there? See how dense it got in there? I'm pretty sure that's when we're seeing. This might be off by an hour. It seems like we're having that issue here. So I would think right in there, I bet we could almost get rid of this one. Let's see if there's any... Let's just see if there's anything in here at all.
Rescue 62, Party 5, Bravo, unknown problems, 956 Southeast Evans Road, just after box 1, stand by.
Yeah, I'm actually just going to get rid of that. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Move these in here. And then I bet you it's just right in this frame here. See, effects, special, truncate silence, apply. Alright, now we can go in, put them all together, and play them all really fast. It looks like that one's going to be... I wonder why that didn't get rid of the silence. Effects, special... Yeah, there we go. All right, this should be good. First part, maybe not.
Medic 1317, do you copy clear?
1317, go ahead.
Medic 1317, you've been cleared by engine 74.
You copy, clear, back to service.
1329.
Medic 1317, a party.
Okay.
Cancel medic.
Medic
3550 Southeast 92 Avenue in front of the kitchen area. Your talker box 1. Engine 11, Medic 360, Party 2 Bravo Fall. Kingpins at 3550 Southeast 92 Avenue. Patient will be in front of the kitchen area. Your talker is Ops 1 at 1333.
Engine 20, are you monitoring Ops 1?
Engine 30 with Medic 318 on a Party 7 Bravo. Lift assist with medical 3007 Northeast 149 Avenue. Your talker box 1. Engine 30 with Medic 318 on a Party 7 Bravo. Lift assist with medical 3007 Northeast 149 Avenue. Your talker is Ops 1 at 1334.
Dispatch Rescue 11. Rescue 11, go for Ops 1.
You send this engine 11's call so them in quarters are aware.
Probably taking the call for the engine. 1335.
Medic 320 Party 4 Charlie transfer 10300 Northeast Hancock number 247. Your talker is Ops 1. Medic 320 on a Party 4 Charlie transfer 10300 Northeast Hancock. Will be on the second floor, room 247. Your talker is Ops 1 at 1336.
211, do you copy clear?
Rescue 11, copy, thank you.
1336.
Ops 1, Medic 360, can you go ahead and cancel our fire response, please?
Medic 360, copy, fire canceled. 1336.
1, Medic 360, you can cancel our fire response, please.
Medic 360, copy on Ops 1, fire canceled. 1337.
Engine 19 came in as an odor investigation at the Jamboree Apartments 9209 Southeast Stark Street that says the caller is seeing smoke in the street behind the apartment complex. Your talker will be Ops 1. Engine 19 came in as an odor investigation that says that there's smoke that the caller can see filling the street from behind the apartments at 9209 Southeast Stark Street. Your talker will be Ops 1 at 1338. Stand by for additional dispatch.
Engine 30, copy. Dispatch for 22. Engine 22. If you put us on the water edge, get this tapped out. And you can...
Actually, this thing wouldn't have anything. Because the next one starts at 2, if that's right.
Medic 1322, this will be a Party 4 Charlie, abdominal pain with the airport, 7303 Northeast Alderwood Road. Your talker is going to be PDX Fire Dispatch at 1358.
Truck 22 from command, how are you guys looking up there? Making that point. We didn't open the gate, have a road back on this side. We're going to work down.
Truck 22, we've made it down the road. We're just trying to work our way towards the water. We came across another barrier that we're opening at this time.
Copy that. And Utility 22 from command, what are you guys working on, or where are you guys at?
Command, Utility 22 is with Truck 22.
Copy that.
Medic 312, at 1404.
Okay, copy that. Can they call out for help? Can they make it up the shore? Are they hurt? I mean, if they can call out, we're down here, so we should be able to hear them.
Copy, we'll have to call picker now. Dispatch the command. Caller saying they can't make it to shore.
I don't know what that incident is. That's pretty crazy. But so what happened, if you're just getting here, there was a shooting apparently over here at this medical center. Border Patrol agents went and tried to apprehend a Tren Aragua Venezuelan gang member, and instead of complying, he tried to run into one of the officers, and he shot at the guy. I guess there was maybe multiple shots because 2 of them were hit. Might have went through both of them, 1 bullet or whatever. And then they took off and made it all the way over to maybe this apartment complex, perhaps where they even live, right here. And then they called 911 from there, and then that's when they were sort of then taken to Emmanuel Hospital, which that's where I went when I was a kid when I cut my leg really bad. I think it's like right over, well, it's I-5 going over the Columbia. It's actually the Fremont Bridge is where that goes over the Willamette. I think that's right over here. Emmanuel Hospital should be right here. Ish, something. Right there, maybe. Yeah, where the hell is it? Let's see. Emmanuel. Yeah, right there. Okay, I was just when I was a kid, I was just you know, like a little yellow little butterfly, and I was trying to hit it with a stick, going woo, you know, like a kid. And then I fell over, and then I got back up, and then I looked down. There was this like blood or something on my leg, and it actually cut like a 7 or 8 inch when I was a little kid, even long, 3 inches deep. You know, it just was like a shark bite almost. It was crazy. And my mom like rushed us, drove as fast as she could. We went to Emmanuel Hospital over here. This one, right there. Crazy, crazy times.
But they will yell out. And it looks like the Marine units are there as well.
All right, command copy. Now, if I'm looking at my map right, that little tiny circle is the best indicator of where the person may or may not be right on the lake water.
We need another total of 16 channel memberships to reach the goal. Might not be too hard with multiple people watching. See how that goes.
But they will yell out. And it looks like the Marine units are there as well.
All right, command copy. Now, if I'm looking at my map right, that little tiny circle is the best indicator of where the person may or may not be right on the lake water line.
The one at the bend in the water, yes. Should be the furthest south.
All right, copy that. I'm with truck 22 officer here. I'll dial in here.
Copy. And the caller is yelling out now, asking if you guys are able to hear them.
403 on scene.
Bravo 403 on scene, 4206.
Yeah, engine 22, based on the cell phone circle that I'm looking, we've got this kind of between us and the truck. So if you went straight out from where you parked the engine and went to the right, that's where they've got the cell phone circle on the lake.
Engine 22, copy. Command engine 22B. We made entry, we looked at hard.
Yeah, you can do the buy me a coffee link there if you want, Vlad.
We made entry, we looked at hard right. We're going to start working our way back and just search that.
Get a connection with at least with voice.
We're checking now. Dispatch to command, the caller is not hearing you guys. They originally heard the sirens when you first arrived.
I'm going to move it forward a little bit.
Well, I'll turn on my siren here. And
up right now.
Copy that, thank you.
You're welcome.
Engine 88 AOR at 1409. Ops 1, go ahead.
Are you asking because of the water rescue out of Bayou wetlands?
Affirmative. I thought if they were up, they could help the guys out.
Well, they're not up. It's possible that for one on scene.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jamie, I checked to see if Air 1 was up. I thought maybe they could help you, but they're not up. But dispatch did say they could probably get the police with the drone out there if you think that would be helpful for you guys.
But you and Rat show them.
642. And command for engine 22. We walked out quite a bit. Looking at the water level, I don't think we're going to have any access from this side. It looks like it's all.
What am I looking at? Oh, okay. Hey. Well, thanks, Lisa Belson again. She said, anybody up for a freak challenge, she'll donate 5 if 5 individuals do 1. All right, there you go. That would be awesome. That would get us only 6 short.
But you and Rat show them.
642. And command for engine 22. We walked out quite a bit. Looking at the water level, I don't think we're going to have any access from this side.
I wonder what's going on. I thought,
There.
Well,
copy that, engine
this
22.
is today
I
during
think
the
truck 22's plan, they've got good access here, but go ahead.
So we are still on the line with the individual in the water. He is still stuck in the water, hanging onto the copies. And it looks like we have an update from police. There's no answer so far for a drone. And just to clarify,
in the water's wife is walking your direction.
That's good.
Squad 12, Medic 306, a party 2, Delta unconscious person, 5949 Northeast Coley Boulevard, your talker box 1. Squad 12, Medic 306, a party 2, Delta unconscious person, 5949 Northeast Coley Boulevard, your talker is ops 1. Stand by for additional dispatch. Medic 324, party 4 Charlie, transfer 10123 Southeast Market, number 7, your talker is ops 1. Medic 324, party 4 Charlie, transfer at 10123 Southeast Market Street at Venice, number 7.
All right, we need 3 more of those, you guys. See if you guys can help out.
Ops 1 at 1417. Truck 13, Medic 319, a party 2 Delta semi-conscious person, 3335 Northeast 11 Avenue. Your talker will be Ops 1. Stand by for additional dispatch. Bravo 400, a party 6 Alpha Fall at Northeast 6th Avenue, Northeast Killingsworth. Your talker box 1. Bravo 400 on a party 6 Alpha Fall. In front of the post office at Northeast 6th Avenue, Northeast Killingsworth. Your talker biz ops 1 at 1418.
Dispatch to command, will you have a unit coming in as a drone from county?
Company's from command. I'm with his wife here at the command post.
Channel will be 24. Engine 20 being requested by LOCOM on a mutual aid medical incident at 10999 Southeast 37 Avenue, Unit 4103. Looks like it'll be a 32 Bravo unknown problem. Your top group is going to be off.
Hey, thanks so much again. Dreaming, blue skies, and sandy beaches, and Violet. You're turning violet, Violet.
5-story wood frame building, nothing showing investigating and maintenance is outside.
Engine 22, you still at your location over there?
That's affirmative. We're still walking up and around the lake coming north right now.
Copy. Anybody left with the rig?
Someone is closer back there, yeah.
Just wondering if we could do your guys' siren on that end just to see if that sounded louder than the one I did. He thought ours was a little farther up the rig, and I'll have dispatch get back on with the caller and we'll do the siren.
Copy that, or if you felt comfortable putting it up where the radio shop is there.
I guess that a different...
Command, affirmative. Dispatch from Engine 7, is ODOT en route for this? 901319 on scene. ODOT, 2 Ops 1, please, ODOT Ops 1.
The thing at the point where Engine 20, kind of off from where Engine 22 was parked?
Yeah, it looks like it's straight out from there.
Yeah, it does show to the left, so hopefully we get lucky.
And dispatch to command, looks like our caller is saying that they are starting to lose grip. They're holding onto that 12-foot tree in the water.
Okay, we're doing the best we can. Tell them hold on.
I'm going to move way over here.
Dispatch copies, and looks like we have an update from police. There's no answer so far for a drone. And just to clarify, since
you can go straight in 146 in Burnside for police on scene. He's still describing where he is mapping at. It's still plotting exactly where the GPS was previously.
Join several other units. Code 3 on a gunshot wound. We've got 2 patients at the Bria Apartments, 10 Northeast 146 Avenue. Your talker is
So here we are. We're getting there. I'm going to go back a little bit.
So make sure you're up to date on that if we're clear to come in. I got it. Engine 7, you can go straight in 146 in Burnside for police on scene. He's still describing where he is mapping at. It's still plotting exactly where the GPS.
Let me go back.
Stage at your discretion. Police are en route. It looks like caller saying that he was shot twice by ICE and his wife was shot.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Static 310 being requested to start in stage on an EMS 6 3169.
I'm going to go back a little bit.
I copy that, or if you felt comfortable putting it up where the radio shop is.
All right, guys, we need one more gifted membership.
22, we have the raft in the water, and evidently the paddleboard's out there as well.
Copy, so we got our folks working along the shoreline there?
Affirmative.
Well, what we know so far about the shooting is that the Border Patrol, they say it was, there was a Trende Aragua member, or at least a suspected one, and then the person drove away towards that officer, and then they shot.
Ops 1, please, Ops 1.
The thing at the point where Engine 20, kind of off from where Engine 22 was parked?
Yeah, it looks like it's straight out from there.
Yeah, so Utility 22, when you're in the water there, I think from your act...
Hey, but you guys, we need one more gifted channel membership to reach Lisa Belson's challenge. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. It'll be an extra, like 1 for 1.
Ops 1, please, Ops 1.
The thing at the point where Engine 20, kind of off from where Engine 22 was parked?
Yeah, it looks like it's straight out from there.
Yeah, so Utility 22, when you're in the water there, I think from your access point where you're putting in, you want to work your way to the left.
Static 310 being requested to start in stage on an EMS 6 3169 Southeast Hall Lane. Your talk group will be Ops 1. Stand by for additional dispatch.
You can see a yellow crane. There's a crane out there?
That's affirmative. There's a construction crane on the south side. It's not in the lake, but if you can see it, it might give us a clue to where he's at.
Dispatch, can you relay?
Dispatch, copies.
Medic 319 to truck 13. Can you guys bring a mega mover in, please?
13 copies. Dispatch to command. The caller had the crane in view when paddling, but no longer can see it. Utility.
Hey, thank you, Sassy Squatch. I don't know what you're saying, Lynn. Gray went once before to check it out. Oh, yeah, well, this is different. I'm not going down. It's cold as hell. It's just a shit fest, you know. Thank you, Lisa Belson. You're so kind. Thank you so much.
Stage at your discretion. Police are en route. It looks like caller saying that he was shot twice by ICE, and his wife was shot as well.
There it is right here.
Your talk group is going to be Ops 1, Engine 7 with Medic 314.
Okay, so this is it. I'm going to delete everything before this. It's meaningless. Alright. So it's right here.
Utility 22 copy.
Stage at your discretion, police are en route. It looks like caller said.
Okay. What I was working on was just getting this tighter up in here.
Was shot twice by ICE, and his wife was shot as well. Your talk group is going to be Ops 1, Engine 7 with Medic 3.
There, we'll start that over.
Stage at your discretion, police are en route. It looks like caller saying that he was shot twice by ICE, and his wife was shot as well. Your talk group is going to be Ops 1, Engine 7 with Medic 314 and Medic 321 with police en route. This will be a shooting at the Brea Apartments, 10 Northeast 146 Avenue. We have a male who was shot twice in the arm and his wife who was shot in the chest. Your talk group is going to be Ops 1. Stand by for additional dispatch.
E2 from 103. Just in case you need it, I have the fire liaison reaching out to Salvi's Island for their airboat. Just as another resource if you should need it, we're just putting them on standby.
Hey, command from Truck 22. There's no place to put that airboat in here. We've already considered that.
Going to be sufficient.
Another fire apparatus for me until I can advise with the 2 patients.
I copy, thank you.
Engine 75 to join Medic 310 on an EMS 3196 Southeast Hall Lane. Your talk group is Ops 1. Engine 75 with Medic 310 on an EMS 2 at 3196 Southeast Hall Lane. Your talk group is Ops 1 at 1428.
Engine 7 copy is in. We'll be staging, so make sure you're up to date on that if we're clear to come in.
I got it. Engine 7, you can go straight in 146 in Burnside for police on scene. He's still describing where he is mapping at. It's still plotting exactly where the GPS was previously.
Join several other units. Code 3 on a gunshot wound. We've got 2 patients at the Brea Apartments, 10 Northeast 146 Avenue. Your talk group is Ops 1. Truck 7 to join several other units on a Priority 2 Delta gunshot wound for 2 patients at the Brea Apartments, 10 Northeast 146 Avenue.
Going to be sufficient.
Another fire apparatus for me until I can advise with the 2 patients.
I copy, thank you.
Engine 75 to join Medic 310 on an EMS 3196 Southeast Hall Lane. Your talk group is Ops 1. Engine 75 with Medic 310 on an EMS 2 at 3196 Southeast Hall Lane. Your talk group is Ops 1 at 1428.
Engine 7 copy is in. We'll be staging, so make sure you're up to date on that if we're clear to come in.
I got it. Engine 7, you can go straight in 146 in Burnside for police on scene. He's still describing where he is mapping at. It's still plotting exactly where the GPS was previously.
Join several other units. Code 3 on a gunshot wound. We've got 2 patients at the Brea Apartments, 10 Northeast 146 Avenue. Your talk group is Ops 1. Truck 7 to join several other units on a Priority 2 Delta gunshot wound for 2 patients at the Brea Apartments, 10 Northeast 146 Avenue. We have a male who was shot twice in the arm and a female who was shot in the chest. Your talk group Ops 1 at 1429.
Truck 8, Medic 329, your patient will be in the lobby for you. Thanks.
Command, I have voice located. We're making our way there now. We're about probably 400 or 500 yards.
All right. So that we were 6 away from. If you guys we do 6 more, then I'll donate 5 memberships myself. So that'll be 11 more. That'd be pretty sweet. I gotta move it back. Hold on, right there.
You're just
100 yards away, heading that way.
You guys can hear him, so you're beelining to him.
That is correct.
Dispatch, tell him, keep yelling and screaming. We hear him. We're coming to him.
Dispatch copies.
Patients?
I don't think police have actually said that. Call taker was saying we needed 2 ambulances. They did just apply a tourniquet. I'll see if I can get...
What are you trying to say there, Eric? Does your brain work? Yeah, does your brain work well at all? Or we've just gone over it like 9 different times in a row. Do I have to keep repeating it? Hey, this is how the show's going to go from now on for people like Eric. Let me do it. Let's go. Hey, everybody. There's been a shooting by 2 Border Patrol agents in Portland. They were shot near a medical facility, and then they drove away, and they found him at the Brea Apartments. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody. Did you guys hear today there was a shooting by the Border Patrol at a medical facility in Portland? And after the 2 individuals were They were trying to be detained. They were Tren de Aragua members. Apparently, that's what they believed they were. And then when they were apprehended, they gunned it and hit the... were trying to hit the officer, and then they were shot at, and then they drove over to the Bria apartment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody. Have you guys heard the news today? There was two Border Patrol, or the two individuals were shot by a Border Patrol agent. They believe this person was a Tren de Aragua sex trafficking individual. And when they approached him, he tried to speed away towards an officer and, for defensive reasons, shot at him. Then they headed over here to the Bria apartment and then called 911. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody. Have you heard of it? Is that how I'm supposed to do the show? You sound ludicrous, man. We've gone over it multiple times tonight. And if you come back with some snarky, stupid-ass answer, you're removed permanently. I can't stand people like you.
100 yards away, heading that way.
All right.
You can hear him, so you're beeline into it.
I'll see if I can get an information from the police about that.
I think we're good sorting it out on Office 1.
Got it.
Awesome, Child 4.
Child 4.
Back onto Marine Drive and then come into this access point I did so you're around the barriers so that we can at least have you close to the ramp, get them warmed up. That'd be great.
Medic 354, copy. Moving now.
Copy, Office 1, 1431.
314.
Make 314 on scene.
Sounds like there was some kind of incident in the river.
Taking mobile command. Engine 7 mobile command, 1432.
Engine 7C3. Mitch, if you want an ops channel, we can get one. I declined at this point, though. I figured we can sort it out.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that decision. I want to see what's going on here first, but that's where I was leaning as well.
It's on 146, then.
Yeah, 146.
Yeah, thanks.
Engine 75, medic 310, police say you can go straight in.
Engine 75, copy.
Utility 22, Roberts. Do you have your truck 22 radio or a utility radio?
Oh, God. Okay.
Utility radio. Does any of the guys have their truck radio with them?
1433.
Okay, is that Tronus?
Affirmative.
Gosh, can you potentially have the liaison ping that radio and maybe we get a locator on the lake where they're working to get the victim on the map for Tronus or Tronus' radio on truck 22?
Tronus' radio. Street, your talk group is off. 1432.
2-1 on scene.
Medic 321 on scene, 1434.
At 7. I think you guys can go ahead and...
All right, anybody interested in trying to do my challenge? We just need 6, and I'll donate 5. Now we need 5, and I'll donate 5. Because of Bruce Holdaway.
I'll see if I can get an information from the police about that.
I think we're good.
Medic 321 on scene, 1434.
At 7. I think you guys can go ahead and recall this one. One patient's already loaded. We can handle the next one and wait for the second medic to show up.
Show up 7 copies.
Yeah, C3 copy. I'm going to go ahead and continue. Did you send one of our medics in?
The negative. We have our medic on scene. First unit to leave didn't want to take anyone with a rider with.
Yeah. Engine 7 from dispatch. Medic 321 is the additional ambulance. They just arrived.
Engine 7 copies. We'll go again.
Utility 22, you got eyes on him yet?
Command from truck 22. We got eyes on him.
Dispatch, put timestamp that we've made visual contact with the victim.
Copy, eyes on at 1436.
C3 arrived.
Truck 22, I see you down there with the wife. Can make sure she knows that we've got eyes on her.
That's affirmative. She's been updated as we've gotten updated.
Engine 24 on the air, miscellaneous fire northbound I-5, just south of Victory. Caller saw a fire extending to some type of cart. Your talker is Ops 1. Stand by for additional dispatch.
Utility 22, command. Patient's doing okay. Transferring him to the paddleboard, getting out of the thicket into the raft. Then we'll be on our way back.
Okay, copy. You guys think you can maneuver with the patient all the way back, or do we have to make a couple trips here?
No, we'll be okay. We'll have plenty of room.
Copy that. Good job, dispatch timestamp that we're transferring the patient to our raft.
Transferring the patient at 1438.
Smoke coming from an apartment building on the south side of the street. This will be for Engine 31, Engine 74, Engine 30, Engine 71, Engine 73, Truck 7, C7, C4, and Rescue 31. Your talk group is going to be out.
Well, that sounded like Emergency. Remember that show where you go, da, 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 da. Engine 51, Engine 45, Squad 51, Engine 52. We got a structure fire over at the Squad 51, KMG 365. I think that's right. Let me see if for all these years, is that a real thing? Squad 51 KMG 365. Is that right? Look at that. Squad 51 KMG 365. That was real. Refers to the iconic emergency response unit from the classic 1970 TV show Emergency. That's so funny. I've been saying that for all those years. And now I type it in and it's still legit after all those years, man. Look at that. Man, that's crazy. That was a real thing. Here, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Side View 1 Grant.
Oh, come on.
To the squad.
Let's see. Does it say it right here? Oh, yeah.
51 10 4 KMG 365.
Station 51 KMG 365.
Hey, that guy's name.
Squad 51.
I mean, I think the other guy's name was Chet.
10 4 KMG 365.
Boom. Man, that's so funny. I thought I was just sort of saying that after all those years. But hey, guys, we need 4 more channel memberships for me to gift the 5. All right, so if you guys could please help support the channel, that would be awesome.
One at 1438.
22 from engine select apparatus. Do you still want the engine pulled down next to the radio house?
Dispatch copies.
Command, patient is in raft. We're working our way back now.
Copy, in raft and making your way back.
A really good old show was Mod Squad. You remember that one?
The project was on. Call us on our phone, ending in 7751. Thank you.
Copy. Project respond, give you a call.
Engine 22B from Engine 22, just confirm you're making your way back to where you left your equipment. Engine 22, I made it to the road, hopped in the Mavic Mini with AMR, trying to get centrally located. Firefighter Keeley is making a direct line through the marsh towards the direction of where the patient's last copy.
At this point. Command copy. And medic 334, you can stop right there. That's where his van and his wife is, and you guys can deal with the patient there.
354 copy.
They did not have any better information. So be first C4, Rescue 74, C3, Medic 1327, C7, Engine 74, Engine 71, Engine 30, Engine 73, Engine 7, Engine 31, Truck 71, Truck 7, and Rescue 31. This will be on Ops 4.
C3, copy update.
Engine 7's arrived in the area. We're seeing a little bit of smoke, possibly backyard. Going to go investigate, see if we can track this down. It's not right off Burnside.
Engine 7 investigating smoke in a possible backyard.
With Engine 7, we're heading south on 165 to access the Comp 65.
Yeah, Rescue 31, did you see that smoke to the right through that driveway?
C3, copy that. I concur. We can go ahead and recall Box 3106 with just Rescue 31 on scene.
Yep. Man, my challenges always fizzle. You ever notice that? I say it every time, and they do. Let's see. Let's go over to here. 911. All right, so we got that, but they don't have Portland police scanner audio. Kind of sucks. Probably because they're not doing anything. You know what I mean? Like, why would you have scanner audio when you're just sitting around? I mean, they're not. The thing is, I've called the police before, and they show up and everything. You know, so I mean, I just don't understand the political nature of the Portland public. Just everything doesn't make any sense to me. Thank you, Sassy Squatch. You know that character looks like on your screen looks like a slee stack from Land of the Lost. Did I get that right? I'm looking at that. It sort of reminds me of a. Let's see. That was the worst opening sequence you've ever seen in your life. Was that? Let's see. Is that how you spell it? Slee stack. It is. It is a slee stack. Look at that. Oh man, that's some pretty good memory right there. That's funny. That's hilarious. That's actually the image you used is the one right there on the left there. Now, you guys ever seen the opening of Land of the Lost? It is the worst special effect. It's like putting a boat in a sink. Is it this one?
On the routine expedition.
Look at that.
Met the greatest earthquake ever known.
That is the worst. Look at that thing.
High on the rapids, it struck their tiny raft and plunged them down 1,000 feet.
What made people think that that was good at the time? I loved the show though. I was like, oh my god, the slee stacks. But look how crappy that. I don't even care what time period you're in, man. That is the absolute worst special effects in the world. Look at this.
The routine expedition met the greatest earthquake ever known.
That is so bad. Oh god, look at it. Woo!
Their tiny raft and plunged them down.
Imagine being one of those guys and you get home and you go, hey, you guys, come watch our first episode, and having to watch that opening scene.
1,000 feet below to the land of the lost.
Oh god. Oh yeah, that's right. There was a little baby slee stack too. You remember that? There was like the slee stacks were bad. They're sort of like I don't know what you call them. They're just bad. And then there was like they befriended a baby. Well, maybe was it a baby slee stack, or was it like a little dinosaur or something? I don't remember. It's weird how you can remember those little crazy things. But hey guys, any chance we can reach my challenge? We just need 3 more, and then we're all done. I'm going to give 5 memberships to 5 lucky souls, but we need 3 more gifted channel memberships. But I mean, I think any one of us could make better special effects than that, right? I could do it in, I mean, that looks like, I mean, they turned on a faucet, for God's sakes, and had it run down some cardboard boxes that were painted to look like a canyon. That the Planet of the Apes movies was amazing. You know, the one with Charlton Heston. That's probably one of the best movies ever made. Let's see. Press conference on CBS News about the Portland shooting. Oh yeah? When? Yeah, did you send me a link? No, you guys? We're not going to do my 3? Is this right now? No, that was 2 hours ago. That's not now.
How, the vehicles.
I don't see it. You'd have to send me a link. But I would appreciate it if we could reach my challenge, you guys. It just seems like it's, I just always have to ask over and over and over again, you know? Oh, there's one. Thank you, Lisa Belson, who's already done more than, you're always so generous. I was hoping other people would jump in and help out, Yeah, I don't see any sort of a press conference going on here. There's the Bruce Holdaway, Lisa Belson tag team. Need one more. Yeah, I don't see any updates. I have to get an injection in my thumb tomorrow for, I don't know, I get this trigger thumb. And there's Lisa Belson again. Huh. Well, thank you again. Yeah, at least we got to my challenge. And then here we go. I don't think that person who asked for the other method ever sent anything. I didn't see it. But anyways, welcome everybody, all the new freaks out there. And thank you. Hey, thanks, Rugar. Rugaroo. What the heck? Yes. Oh, dude, man, out of nowhere comes Marty Bar and Grill. I'm going to start saying, let's see, what is it, Bruce? Marty, let's see. I was going to say Marty Belsonoose. Anyways, you guys are funny. Thank you so much. Wow. That was very cool. Oh yeah, when did those fires start happening, Zozo? I didn't even hear about that. What happened? No rain? Usually, well, down in Melbourne, it usually gets pretty wet. Yeah, maybe that's not where the fires are. I didn't even know you had fires going on over there. What were we just gonna go do? I don't even remember. Jeez. Oh yeah, we were trying to listen to the. Somebody said, "Hey, Gray, there's a press conference with no help at all," and then I don't have a link, nor do I know where the press conference is. Okay, was there another one? What was...
New video right now from a witness named Betsy, who is just 4 to 5 feet away from where the victim's car crashed after that shooting in Minneapolis.
Oh, Minneapolis.
For security reasons, Betsy has asked us not to include her last name, but she is choosing to speak out now and share.
I don't care if she speaks out. The video shows that the officer was in front of the car, and one video even shows the officer sort of rolling off the front of it, and then he fires, and that's it. You know, but CNN and all these jackasses are trying to find the little nuance angle so they can justify the things that they've been saying after the fact. So they're trying to look for after the fact, trying to find a way to justify what they've said. And I'm sure that's what they'll be doing in Portland as well. Was there another one? Let's see. An hour ago?
Welcome back. Be investigated and held responsible for the violence inflicted on the
Look at
American
these.
people
This is our governor
in Minnesota,
and our
in Portland,
and the
in
mayor.
all the communities across America.
Just look at them, and you
The
realize
Federal
they don't know what
Protective
the hell they're
Service
doing.
claims values such as service, integrity.
Got the low ears. It's just the whole thing doesn't work. Doesn't work. I'm on the outskirts of the danger zone so far. I live in the base of the mountains. Wow. Maybe where the hell are the fires at? I haven't seen anything on that. Let's see. Has this just started today? I mean, what's going on here? That looks like Armageddon. One of the most dangerous fire days in years. Did somebody set this fire? I mean, that's pretty weird. Just out of nowhere like that. No, I'm in Portland. I live in Portland. It's embarrassing. Wow, look at that. Got that orange sky. I think it's like 3 o'clock over there, p.m. Tomorrow, though. They're about 20 hours ahead, or 19 hours or 18 hours ahead of us. Or me, anyways. It's crazy. That now?
Just before 3:30 this morning, received in one of those vessels, increased the response. We had about 40 firefighters off 12 fire trucks at 10.
Is that what started?
The fire took hold rapidly and spread to an adjoining yacht, another large vessel, and to a third one as well. Fortunately, we were able to cut that fire.
See, in Australia right now, this is their... It's basically similar to being June. Or actually July 8th. Something like that over here.
Fire off and stop it from spreading to a fourth one that has suffered pretty serious damage, with the hazard fire from spreading, particularly on the bow or the front of the...
I don't know if that's where it started, but I was today too. I don't know what the yacht...
Fire, and also the Walworth Mount Lawson ready, or those that may start, will be uncontrollable, unpredictable, and will be very fast moving. The areas that are in catastrophic fire danger rating today is the Wimmera, the Southwest, North Country and North Central districts. The remainder of the state is in extreme fire danger rating. So anywhere in the state today will be challenging and difficult conditions for our firefighters. With the winds that we'll see today, there will be periods where our aviation fleet, that is over 70 aircraft today, will not be able to fly. And so we are reminding communities, you need to heed the warnings to leave now. If you're in a bushfire prone area, a bushland area of Victoria, our strongest advice is leave now if you haven't left already. If you don't leave now, it could result in your life being lost. Firefighters have been working very hard in these challenging and difficult conditions overnight. Matured pine from New South Wales to bolster our efforts here in Victoria, and they've been.
Yeah. Does anybody know how it started over there? Authorities have warned of catastrophic and extreme fires. Victoria Emergency Management Commissioner Tim Wybush said.
Let's go live to Victoria now. We're going to...
The remainder of the state is in extreme fire danger rating. So anywhere in the state today will be challenging and difficult conditions for our firefighters. With the winds that we'll see today, there will be periods where our aviation fleet, that is over 70 aircraft today, will not be able to fly. And so we are reminding communities you need to heed the warnings to leave now. If you're in a bushfire prone area, a bushland area of Victoria, our strongest advice is leave now if you haven't left already. If you don't leave now, it could result in your life being lost. Firefighters have been working very hard in these challenging and difficult conditions overnight on a range of fires. This morning we've had 40 fires already in the landscape. 30 of those remain active. As a result of the dynamic and challenging conditions on the Longwood fire, I can now confirm that we have had community and residential property losses. We know that we have had the community centre and the telephonic...
It says 100 skulls, mummified body parts found in Pennsylvania grave robbery case. Bones and skulls visible in the back seat of a car near an abandoned cemetery of Pennsylvania outskirts led police to a basement filled with body parts which authorities say were hoarded by a man now accused of stealing about 100 sets of human remains. Man, what a sick person that is. Yeah, it's the same as Oregon, Bruce. I mean, Oregon's one of the prettiest states there ever was. I mean, it's just run by just absolute lunatic nut jobs. Hey, thanks, Rugaroo. Rugaroo! Is that like Scooby-Doo kind of, or?
Exchange damaged or lost at the township of Ruffy. And in and around the Ruffy township, there are multiple homes that have been lost to fire. We can't confirm those numbers.
Wait, hold on a second. It says investigators searched the Ephrata home and storage unit of Jonathan Christ Gerlach, 34, and reported finding more than 100 human skulls, long bones, mummified hands and feet, 2 decomposed torsos, and other skeletal items. They were in various states. Some of them were hanging, as it were. Some of them were pieced together. Some were just skulls on a shelf. Most were in the basement, authorities said. And they also recovered jewelry believed to be linked to graves. In one case, a pacemaker was still attached. Police say Gerlach targeted mausoleums and underground vaults at the 1855 cemetery. It's considered the country's largest abandoned burial ground, according to Friends of Mount Moriah Cemetery, which helps maintain the 160-acre landmark in Yadin. Wow, that's crazy. There's like an abandoned cemetery, and you went digging them up. Police had been looking into the string of burglaries when an investigator checked Gerlach's vehicle plates and found he had been near Yadin repeatedly during the period when the burglaries occurred. Police say the break-ins centered on sealed vaults and mausoleums containing other burials. He was arrested as he walked back towards his car with a crowbar, police said. Psst, what a nut job. Jesus. Anyway, I think I'm going to be on Court TV again on Monday for the same... I don't know what the hell we're going to be talking about, but...
At this stage, it's still too dangerous to get in and on the ground, but we have seen through our aerial intelligence gathering helicopters that we have lost multiple properties in and around the Ruffy area. On the Walwa fire in the north of the state, we've also seen damage to a significant pine plantation there. 1,200 to 1,600 hectares of pine plantation.
We're freaks,
in
Zozo.
22 years of age, so well-matured pine plantation.
How does somebody look like a freak? We look like freaks.
Has also been lost. But at this stage, there have not been any property losses reported as a result of that significant fire. But overnight, with lightning, we have seen a range of fires pop up across the state, particularly in Gippsland, and Chief Fire Officer Chris Hardman will speak about that shortly. Obviously, our thoughts are very much with the communities in and around the Longford fire at the moment where those property losses have occurred, and we will get around and support those communities today, and the Premier will speak more about that in a moment. Our fire chiefs will also speak about the potential impact zone maps for the two significant fires, being the Longwood fire and also the Walworth Mount Lawson fire. However, we do have a number of warnings already in place. So for the Longwood fire, there are 2 emergency warnings and 2 watch and act warnings in place already for that fire, and people need to heed those warnings. For the Walworth fire, we have 3 emergency warnings and 4 watch and act warnings in place. And again, for the communities in and around that fire, you need to heed those warnings now. We also have advice warnings out for a complex of fires down in the Gippsland region. Late yesterday, we saw 92 personnel from New South Wales Rural Fire Service join us from New South Wales to bolster our efforts here in Victoria, and they've been deployed out to the Longwood fire this morning. We've also requested an additional 117 interstate personnel that will arrive on Saturday to be available for Sunday, and that is a mix of incident management team personnel along with additional firefighters into the landscape.
That? Yeah. Yes, he was done. Look at that crazy picture. I don't know if there's another press conference.
I'm going to share just a few details. As you're aware, it's still very active.
Yeah, he actually goes, yeah, we don't know anything about the case. We don't even know who the people are. But here's how we can trash. I mean, Jesus, just stupid.
My name is Mike Benner. I'm the Public Information Manager here at the Portland Police.
This is Oregon. We do not need you. You're not welcome. And you need to get the hell out of our community.
Why don't you get the hell out of here? We do need him here. People tried to clap. Then they realized we're so stupid. We're clapping to keep a Trende Aragua guy who is part of a gang. These people are fools, man. This guy here's a joke. Everybody. This lady right here, absolute embarrassment to mankind. Just, look at that. Oh. Why don't they just name them, all of themselves Karen? Okay. Not that Karen's a bad name, but. Nah, God, I watched it, and I was just, the whole time I was just shaking my head. I couldn't deal with it. I don't know what the cause of it. Probably just really dry conditions. And somebody must have started it, though. Fire just doesn't happen, you know. Like, there has to be something that creates a spark or something. Yeah, well, that isn't just happening. It's from lightning. Right, that's not just happening. Yeah, it's some other, you know, it's not, fire just doesn't go, oh, there's fire. It's either a human or, you know, something related to, you know, lightning strikes, etc. It's not doesn't just sort of start, a fire just doesn't happen because it's hot outside. No, heat just doesn't do that. Sorry. Just being hot outside doesn't make something catch fire. Just doesn't happen. Yeah, it's crazy, Dennis. It's wild. That's why it's so embarrassing here in Portland. They literally said at the at the beginning that they didn't know what the facts were of the case. They don't even know who the people are that were shot. But by God, and they went on and on about ICE and the Border Patrol, just trashing them into oblivion. It doesn't. Fire just doesn't happen like that. I'm sorry, Ree. Yeah, just doesn't just happen. From heat. Heat doesn't just make, all of a sudden something catches fire. You'd have to be like 150 degrees or something out to do something like that. I mean, I guess it's possible, man. I've never heard of that in my life. It just seems. Okay, so I just typed that as a question in Google, and it says, no, fire doesn't just start from hot weather alone, but extreme heat creates ideal conditions by drying out fuel vegetation, making it highly susceptible to ignition from a spark, like lightning or a tossed cigarette, exactly what I just said a few minutes ago. All right, there you go. So there's the actual answer, so you'll always know that now. You don't have to keep repeating the same thing that isn't true. Columbia's a fun little town. Okay. I don't know. Has there been another update press conference in the Portland shooting? I wouldn't mind hearing it, but I haven't seen it. Let me go check. Here's a way that we might be able to look is on Facebook with I think it's KATU News. Yeah, they're still live, so that's good. Oh, yeah. Everybody goes down to the same place every time. See that? Right there.
Just talking with Larry, I was just like...
Oh, that's the map there. Catastrophic fire danger in all this area here. I guess that's like all up here, like that, and up in this area. Yeah, right to the river there. Was that the? That's not the Murray River. Is that the Murray River? I was on that one. That's not even a river. Oh yeah, there is. It is the Murray River. I've been on that river. I was on a houseboat. That's fun. That was fun. Man, that's a big area there. Yeah, I mean, heat and wind and then a spark that starts a fire, it just takes off like a cannon. Oh, you're the blue? Oh. Just that. You're sort of surrounded, Zozo. So Zozo's where the blue is here, this pin. So you got this whole area here, and then it goes around. And so you're probably somewhere like right around in here. Or actually a little higher up, maybe. Probably like right in this area, something like that. Ballarat. A little to the right of Ballarat, by between Melton and Ballarat, is that right? And then the fire is all north and west. It's always the same place. You probably have the same guys down there yelling, etc. This is that same place. It's so dumb. It's like, so I put weather on there to see what it was doing. Yeah, we could use some rain down there. Usually right here on this street. It's the same thing. Yeah, Macadam Avenue. It's the same damn thing every single time. They're just right down here again. Well, that was the sign we were just looking at right there. That's the ice facility right there. Right here. And it's weird, they're just there again. It's the same place I went to when I was there that one time. Yeah, see how everybody's chatting now? Or you were a minute ago? That's why I just want to bail when I do a show and nobody's chatting at all. It just gets it's weird, you know? I mean, I think you guys would feel the same way if you were doing a show, right? And you look down and there's like the last person who commented was 10 minutes ago. It made me just go, oh, and I just randomly God, what was it? I just stayed on for a couple of minutes and then it got so much better later. I don't know what happened. Yeah, this is just so dumb. I don't know, I feel like it though. It's like it's hard to do a show and you know, it's when the show's struggling and people aren't talking, and it's just sort of like, well, man, what topic? You bastard! Don't bail, you bastard. Probably right. You're probably right. Where's that? What was that one guy's name that was here? Remember how they all knew everybody's name and everything? Right. Well, you guys, I don't have much more to offer you tonight, unless you have something you want to go look at. I don't know. I hope everybody's safe over there in Australia. Zozo, you know, stay, turn your sprinklers on, or whatever the hell it is that you guys Doesn't sound very good. I can make paint watching fun. I don't know. Anyways, I felt like earlier I was about to bail, and somehow I stayed on, and hey, my God, we even made the goal. It's crazy. Somehow, miraculously. Then Bruce Holdaway even came in at the end and made it even better than the goal. Oh yeah, I did see that. I was going to look at it. Then I got too busy. I was actually going to make a folder out of it.
The electrician you have right now, did the shooting have anything to do with the funeral at all? Were those two separate events?
Oh, that was different. I don't know where that one is anymore. I mean, when was that? I remember I saw the email, but now I don't see it. It's not there anymore. Weird. You sent it yesterday, or when did you send it? Send it again, Bruce. 'Cause I saw it, and then I was going to look at it again, and then I never made it back to it. Yeah. You're not talking about me, are you, Dennis? I don't know. I thought he sent me something, and I thought I made a folder or something. Then I got distracted. No, isn't it Geneva Hastings? Is that the one? No, that's one I did. I did that one. Yeah, I covered that one. I don't know. Send it again, Bruce. Forward it back or do something. Let me see. I don't know why I can't find it. No. I'm actually, I went to Oregon State. That's where I graduated. So. There isn't a reason. They don't do anything. Actually, when I went there, I realized it's just all a joke. There's nothing serious about it. When I was there, don't you remember that? I was kind of had that weird. I was like, man, what is this? People on both sides know each other and they joke around. It's just so dumb. I don't see it. Bruce, where are you, man? Send it back. Oh yeah, when's the Ducks next game? When do they play Indiana? Is that this weekend? I mean, there's been a lot of cold cases solved. No. Don't have it. I guess Bruce took off. He didn't send it over. Oh, there it is. I didn't say to send 3 different ones. Let's see. Oh yeah. See, I even just saw that today too. I don't know why.
Dallas police say they solved a decades-old missing persons case, giving a family answers they have waited 50 years to get. 16-year-old Norman Prater's loved ones reported him missing in January 1973. Detectives taking a fresh look at the case recently linked his disappearance to another police.
Oh, by the way, you guys, I'm going to tell you something pretty interesting. Okay, let's see. Hold on a second. Man, things are not quickly. Oh yeah, remember Kathleen Tennant, the lady that was shot outside the front of her house, hit the ground, and then the person had a wig and a car. Remember that? So they had a green Mustang or something, and then they found that it was a stolen car, and then there was a wig in the car. I talked to the daughter. But I actually had also called the cold case unit over there. And I wasn't expecting a return phone call or anything. But today I looked at my phone and there's a call coming in from Pueblo, Colorado. So I went, oh. I answered it. And she said, hey, yeah, you called about the Tennant case? And I go, yeah. You know, I was covering it on my show the other day. And I stumbled upon... I was going through newspapers.com and I found an article that was 5 months before the murder where she was suing somebody for $28,000, which is about like $180,000 now, which is a lot of money. And it was a prominent family, and they go, oh, that's interesting. Do you have the article? And I gave her that, and I gave her screenshots of all of the different, when I looked up, even the kid was going to, had to go to traffic school, all the different things that I had. I sent it over there. So at least they were interested. It wasn't like they just went, oh yeah, we already... She even wanted me to send the other stuff. So if they'd already had it, they wouldn't have cared. So that was pretty cool, right?
Investigation hundreds of miles away. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager has details. Hi, Peyton.
Hi, Clarice. And a detective here at Dallas Police Department tells me that at the...
Now that was the Kathleen Tennant one that we covered the other night. It was the one where, here I'll show you. That was the picture that we had. Unsolved, June 30th, 1975, Pueblo, Colorado, 50 years old case. Then there was, when I was going over the... let's see, where was that? 75. Yeah, this one right here. I was looking at documents with her name, and it says a $28,000 civil suit brought in connection with a two-car accident last May at the intersection of O'Neill and Hollywood was filed by district court Wednesday by a Pueblo woman. Plaintiff in the case is Kathleen Tennant of 2730, and that's the same address. That's her. Passenger in a vehicle allegedly struck by a pickup driven by a local youth. She seeks damages from the juvenile and his father, Howard P. Christensen. He was a really sort of a prominent person in the community. And this is literally, this is June 30th, 1975. And then I think... Hold on. June 30th, 1975, and then it was... Actually, that's not June... That is... No, January 30th. That's why I knew something wasn't right. It was January 30th, 1975, and the murder happened July 1975. So I thought to myself, man, that's a pretty good motive there for somebody to hire a hit person to take out the person who's trying to take, $180,000, and you probably don't even have insurance or anything like that back then. So there you go. Anyways, they seem mildly interested in it. You know what sucks is when you're actually explaining something and nobody's listening. God. Oh, man. Anyways, so that was it. So maybe we can take a look at, see what we can find on this one.
Dallas police say they solved a decades-old missing persons case, giving a family answers they have waited 50 years to get. 16-year-old Norman Prater's loved ones reported him missing in January 1973. Detectives taking a fresh look at the case recently linked his disappearance to another police investigation hundreds of miles away. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager has details. Hi, Peyton.
Hi, Clarice. And a detective here at Dallas Police Department tells me that at the end of 2025, this investigation just started to line up and a new piece of evidence emerged. That means a family here in North Texas finally got that phone call after 52 years.
We finally had a breakthrough after 52 years. It's pretty remarkable.
This thick case file represents the longest cold case missing persons investigation in the history of the Dallas Police Department.
Just YouTube channels. It's just that is how you spell your name. Their name. 1973, actually. Family members reported 16-year-old Norman Prater missing in January 14th, 1973. He might not even be in the paper. That makes it even crazier that it was so small of a case, but they kept doing it. Let's see. Dallas police now know what happened to 16-year-old Norman Prater after his disappearance in 1973. It was the department's oldest missing persons cold case. A newly discovered photo of an unidentified hit-and-run victim in Rockport, Texas. Oh, wow, Rockport, Texas. This is sort of like our case that we did. In Rockport, Texas, allowed a detective and Prater's brother to confirm his identity. It remains unknown how Prater ended up in South Texas. What was that case that we did? We identified that. Man, why can't I remember the damn thing? Jesus, my memory is just going crap. Daniel Armentrout. There you go. I remembered it. Ah, thank God. It's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, sort of like Daniel Armentrout. It's almost identical, right? Like it was a hit and run. The teenager was last seen in East Dallas walking with friends, but he never made it home. 6 months after Prater's disappearance in July of 1973, an unidentified white male was killed in a hit and run, but maybe a person was killing these people. In Rockport, Texas, near Corpus Christi. Despite police and local news outlets pleading for public assistance, the body was never identified. An unidentified white male was killed in a hit. Oh, weird. So he was still walking around 6 months later? Even though he disappeared in January? Despite police and local news outlets pleading for public assistance, the body was never identified. At the end of 2025, the Arkansas County Medical Examiner's Office found a new photo of the unidentified body and passed it on to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. That new photo made its way to Dallas detective Ryan Dalby's desk. He, along with forensic analysts with the Texas Rangers, agreed it was highly likely that this newly obtained photo was Prater. Prater's older brother in Louisville was contacted and shown the photo. He also made a positive identification. With no DNA evidence or fingerprints to compare, the new photo was crucial in closing the case after 52 years. What they're saying, he just looked at me and goes, that scar right there on the lip, that's where he got bit by a dog. That scar on his elbow, that is where he got into a fight. That is my brother. We can close the case now, said Detective Dalby. To bring closure to a family member who has been waiting 52 years, I really can't describe. Well, it's kind of weird that he goes missing in January and then he gets hit by a car in July. Where was he? And how do we know he was really hit by a car, you know? He doesn't know how or why Prater was near Corpus Christi. He suspects the teenager was hitchhiking in the early 70s. And as far as the hit and run, the investigation remains unsolved. But with an identity, authorities down there have a chance to solve it. Prater's case was the longest cold case missing persons investigation in the history of Dallas Police Department. That's a pretty crazy one there, Bruce. Yeah, you should have been around when we did Daniel Armentrout, Bruce. You weren't around at the time. That was one with Dr. Colleen Fitzpatrick. They did it. We funded the thing, but it cost like over $10,000, and it was really degraded DNA. But she's really good at doing that, and they were able to finally start using genetic genealogy, and it led to calling somebody in Europe, and that person said, well, that can't be him because he had, you know, a limp or something. It was interesting, but I already given, somebody sent me a PDF file it mentioned Daniel Armentrout by the FBI. It was an FBI PDF file, and it went through and had all these things, and it said he probably walked with a limp because he had, you know, or braces or something, and, you know, they had a picture of his girlfriend. He had RY plus love on his arm, and then somehow that led to something, and then they got a hold of his brother in Florida, who was, I mean, this happened in 1960, I think, way before this one. And, it turns out Daniel Armentrout was hitchhiking. He had no ID on him, got hit. He was in a car, and then the car spun out and went into the water, and he broke his neck and drowned. And they had photographs of him where he looked absolutely normal, just like a normal person. He just wasn't alive. And people didn't identify him. It turns out he came from sort of like a broken home, shitty dad and everything. His brother went off to the military. His other brother is still missing to this day. But the brother in Florida was contacted and came out, and it was amazing. After like 65 years or something, his brother's still alive, and he came out, and he gave his name back, and they created a new gravestone for him, and it was in a small little town, I think in Alabama. I think it was it Alabama or Mississippi? One of those places, and but the people took care of him for 60 years. They took care of his gravestone. They kept looking for answers. They always, it was absolutely amazing. And so his brother actually said, let's leave the grave there. Oh yeah, remember that sketch with his ears looking like, it was stupid. Made him look like an alien in that case. That sketch isn't that great either. This one looks a lot older here. All right, you guys, I think I'm about done. My brain is fried. I'm tired. A lot of stuff what was going on today. I did get the Floyd's Cannabis Shop surveillance footage, and I got the information from DoorDash, which turns out it had some interesting information on there. So I'm going to have to put out a video on it before actually showing it. Yeah. Did you ever cover Linda Marie Rutledge? It sounds familiar. I don't know. I have a lot of ones that aren't even in here anymore, like in my Google Earth. Yeah, the article pops up. Type in Daniel Armentrout. Well, there, I looked, Bruce, I didn't see any. So, all right. Well, that's going to do it. I think last night, I don't remember, maybe it was a little bit shorter, but man. Thanks for sending that, Bruce. We got Molly, Michelle H, Matthew Dule, Joel Burnt. Maybe send me, do you have a link on that one, Zozo? I'll put it in the folder, look at it. Saturn Dreaming and Mercury, Bruce Holdaway, Sandy Shirley, Monica Reeves. Then we had Jamie Harrell, Missy Six, Support with Steffa, and then Lisa Belson showed up. I mean, we were kind of struggling a little bit, and then all of a sudden, boom, got something going there. She did 10 memberships, and then, let's see, I'll see you later on. I'll see you later on. Dreaming Blue Skies and Beaches. Then we had Julie Cole gift 5. Michelle H. Bruce Holdaway gifted 5. Then Caddy Corner. Diane Keenan something or other. It's hard to say that one. Canine. Caddy Corner. Then we had Sassy Squatch gift 1, Bruce Holdaway gifted 1, then Dreaming Blue Skies of Sandy Beaches gifted 1, Violet gifted 1, then Sassy Squatch gifted another 1, then Lisa Belson gifted 5. She did a challenge there, and that got met. And then Bruce Holdaway gifted 1, Sandy Shirley gifted 1, Sassy Squatch gifted 1, Lisa Belson gifted 1, Bruce Holdaway, Lisa Belson, and then I gifted 5 because you reached mine. And then we had Rugaroo 63, and then Marty's Bar and Grill. He sent in 20 memberships right at the end there. That was at 9:04. It's 9:56. But anyways, thank you guys so much. And again, thanks. Got to give special thanks to Lisa Belson, Marty's Bar and Grill, and everybody else who was helping support the channel. Couldn't have done it without all of you guys combined together. Wouldn't have worked out. And it's weird too, because I was about to bail because it was just there was no chatting, nobody seemed interested, and then it was just. I think I need to just sort of stay on later, when I do shows, and maybe not get discouraged early, something like that, because it seems like that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? That one video did do a little bit better. The one I put out yesterday did a little bit better after the show, so that was cool. But anyways, thanks everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Who the hell knows what tomorrow will bring? Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, be safe out there. And be safe over in Australia, Zozo and all the other Australian freaks out there. I can't believe he called us freaks. Well, that's what we are. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that... Not even one, Gray! Crime dissector.
Not even
the
one.
Projector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector.
Yeah, well, send me a link on it, Zoza. And thank you.
My nectar. Professor Grillo's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a puppet protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his pector. With all respect, ya, just remember, have a temper fucking check ya. I have no agenda, I'm a pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody? Talk to you later.
Thank you for watching Gray Hughes Investigates on YouTube, where we use logic, reason, common sense, and the facts of a case to figure out what is going on in that very same case. Thank you all very much for watching, and as I always say, until next time, be safe out there, Jessica Schubach. Oh, and you too, Zos. And everybody else.
Bye.